photography and filming are strictly prohibited in my store. Welcome, welcome. I am so sorry if I startled you, but these are the rules of my store, and if you wish to shop here, you must abide by them. Understood? Very well. Now, I see that you have taken a liking to some of my stock. But before we get to that, tell me a bit about yourself. What brings you to our sleepy little town? You're just passing through on your way to visit family across state. I see. And you want to buy some presents? Aha. Well, my store has some very unique items. Yes, I do trade at night. Some of my best deals have been made when the sun goes down. You didn't see anyone in town today? And everything was shut. How very odd. Well, maybe everyone just decided to pack up and go on holidays. I don't know. But enough of the niceties. Let's get down to business. What have you got for me? Ah, yes. A very interesting item indeed. Do you know what this is? Yes, it is a glass vase. But not just any glass vase. Let's take a closer look and I'll explain to you. Now, this may seem like your old run-of-the-mill green stained glass, but let me tell you, my dear, it most certainly is not. This is uranium glass, first identified in 1789 by German chemist Martin Heinrich Klaproth. Uranium was soon being added to decorative glass for its fluorescent effect. Now, there are many knockoffs claiming to be uranium glass, but I will show you how you can identify a genuine piece. See here? When I use my normal torch in the vase, there is no change. But when I use my black light, see how it glows. Fascinating, isn't it? This is how we identify true uranium glass. Now, you may wonder how this will affect you health-wise. Although uranium glass can register above background radiation on a sufficiently sensitive Geiger counter, most pieces of uranium glass are considered to be harmless and only negligibly radioactive. Haha, no. The last owner didn't turn into a monster. I think. Now, what do you have for me next? One moment. Now, this is a very unusual item, if I do say so myself. How did I acquire this? Well, the individual who owned it gave it to me free of charge and left in quite a hurry, now that I think of it, muttering things about demons or something. Now, although this looks like your average piece of Gothic decor, it is said that this hand actually contains bones of a real-life witch dating back hundreds of years to medieval times. I have also been made aware that this can be used as a medium to contact the afterlife. All you need to do is grasp the hand with your own. Think of whom you'd like to contact and say, "Come in." Yes, I put on gloves because there are some people in the afterlife with whom I do not wish to be in acquaintance with again, if you know what I mean. Okay, what is your next item? Yes. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? Yes, it does come with the cookies. I assure you they are fresh. Let's take a closer look, shall we? I was, in fact, very lucky when I stumbled across this jar. It was at a yard sale, and I bought it for an exceptionally reasonable price. Truthfully, the owner seemed quite relieved to part with it, for reasons I have no idea why. Because this, I tell you, is no ordinary cookie jar. No matter how many cookies you eat, the jar always remains full of all different sorts of fresh cookies. I'm not kidding you. I don't know how it works. It's magic. There's a catch though. If you try to pour the cookies out of the jar, you may just find yourself buried alive in a mountain of cookies. You don't believe me? Well, I'll let you figure that out for yourself. But that is not the most extraordinary thing about this magical cookie jar. If you manage to survive the avalanche of cookies after emptying the jar, you could find yourself looking through a porthole to another universe. Next item. Now. Let me guess who you had in mind when you picked this item? Was it your mother? I thought so. Who doesn't love the king? This is a genuine first edition photograph of Elvis. I can vouch for that. I have very reliable sources. Not only is this first edition, but the king himself has touched this photograph. If you take the picture out of the frame, you can see his actual fingerprints on the back. I swear it. I wouldn't advise you to do so though, as you could damage it. And I don't know if it was the sweat from his fingertips, or if when the photographer took the photo, it captured some of Elvis's essence. Because when a true fan holds this photo, they may just feel as though they are swaying in a warm embrace with the rock and roll legend. Your father better watch out. Okay, what is your next item? Quite exquisite, wouldn't you agree? When I first laid eyes on this diary, I knew it was special, so I had to have it for my collection. But I didn't know just how special it was. After doing my research, I found that this diary dates back to the Edo period of Japan and actually belonged to a very prominent samurai. They only used it once, and the page they wrote on is gone. But other than that, it has been perfectly preserved, as you can see. Through my extensive research of the ancient transcripts, it said that this diary dropped from the heavens onto the shogun's lap, and that when he wrote the name of his enemy in it, they suddenly dropped dead. When the shogun found out what had happened, he immediately locked the diary away and never spoke of it again. Was it purely coincidence that his enemy dropped it after he had written the name in it? We don't know, but the question is, do you wish to find out? I'll leave that with you. I see we've made it to our last item, and in my humble opinion, probably the most compelling of them all. Now, although the painting is no doubt exceptionally beautiful, what it is actually painted on is the real star of the show. I have it on good authority that this piece of wood genuinely comes from the Holy Land and is very old indeed. It is carbon dated to 2,000 years old. I have certificates to prove it if you don't believe me. Now, are you familiar with the story of Noah's Ark? Well, it is said that this piece of wood comes from that very ark. Truly mind-blowing, yes. Now, I won't say much more about it, but I'll let you experience the wonder of it for yourself. Hold it again and close your eyes. Now that I've given you an explanation on all of the items, we can talk prices. I can give you everything for the small price of your soul. I'm just kidding. Or am I?